think she sings well, but she sounds like someone stepping on a squeaky toy. Maybe it's because she's always screaming at her horrible siblings. How many are there again? Can you get that off my face? I'm not comfortable, and I don't care. Anyway, I got what I wanted. I can go back to whiny singing now. You're not gonna post that, are you? Bailey just gave me an evil grin and left. I wanted to scream in her face, but I knew she'd only make my life more difficult, so I kept my head low and went on with my day. But the next morning, I was still in bed when my sister Lana came running into my room and told me that the video Bailey posted had gone viral. What? Why would she post that? That's it. I will bite Bailey's head off and then use her hair to mop floors. What are you talking about? People are loving you. You're famous. Lana shoved her phone in my face, and I was shocked to see that she was right. People were calling me inspiring, adorable, amazing, and all sorts of great things. Within a few hours, it had more than 1 million views, and I was famous.
You got pipes, girl. Would love to take you out sometime.
You have the most beautiful voice in the world. Will you sign my pizza?
Sure. Bailey sat in a corner, looking totally humiliated, and it was the best day of my life. I was debating whether to thank her or kill her for posting my video without asking me, when suddenly my phone rang. It was some lady who told me that Tucker Wayne, owner of one of the biggest talent agencies in the world, wanted to see me. Apparently, he was assembling an all-girls band and wanted me as the lead singer. The money was great, and he'd even sent me a first-class ticket to New York for the same night. I was pretty excited, but my parents weren't happy.
Who's gonna look after the house?
Maybe we could hire some help?
Don't be ridiculous, Cameron. We don't have that kind of money. Millions of people go to New York every day because they think they can change their lives. What makes you think you're any different? You'll only become disappointed.
And what if I'm successful? This opportunity could change our lives.
Fine, do what you want, but don't come sulking back to me when you fail at this stupid music thing.
I was hurt that my parents didn't support me, but I knew this was my one chance to turn things around. So I packed my bags and left for New York that night. When I arrived, a limo whisked me away to the most stunning building I'd ever seen. Mr. Tucker greeted me warmly and gave me a tour of the studio. The first day of recording was an absolute blast. Everything seemed to be falling into place until a few days later, I was chilling in my hotel room when the door flung open and Bailey walked in. Ah! Bailey? What are you doing here? Your drummer had to drop out because of personal reasons, so Tucker called me in.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because I'm talented, you butt face? Talented in making my life miserable. Ooh, someone grew a tongue while I was away. Relax, that was school. But this is real life. I won't bully my own teammate. You can take my word for it. As soon as Bailey left, I spoke to Tucker, and he confirmed Bailey's story. He asked me if I was okay with it, and I wanted to say no, but Bailey was insanely talented, so I let it slide. But the next day, I regretted every bit of my decision. Not only was Bailey somehow more annoying, she was also really controlling. She gave me notes on my singing and would stop the recording every 2 seconds because she wasn't feeling the music. Then one time, in the middle of a performance, she changed the notes to my solo on the spot. What are you doing? Improvising? No, you're messing up my solo. And what are you gonna do about it? Bailey just left, and at that moment, something snapped inside me. I closed my eyes, focused on the notes, and sang. When I opened my eyes, the crowd stood still, and then they burst into a massive applause. Everyone was chanting my name, and Bailey looked like someone had pulled her kidneys out. From that moment forward, my life was an absolute whirlwind. We were getting more live shows, doing interviews, talk shows, and I was truly famous. I even got the first ever call from my mom, but it wasn't what I expected. Hey, Mom, I'm so glad you called.
Your sister plays the oboe, you know.
Lana? Yeah, I know.
So let her in your band.
But I thought you hated the idea of getting into music.